Megan's over here sending text messages, not realizing we're live in the show. What else is new? Nothing else is new. We got Ben Mintz sending Megan texts about coming on the show. Well, we're starting.
Dude, he's hot. He hit 3 parlays this weekend. That's what I was just saying. I thought about it. I said, man, maybe we do need Ben on here. He has been real hot here lately. So maybe we'll get our buddy Bayou Ben back on here. Haven't seen him since the Money Shots Bowl where, he had the best brisket video ever. And
that was just so bad. Poor Jack. Jack's never going to get to live that one down.
Hey, did you watch the beginning of Pick Central? Ben's freaking out because Brandon only allows like one parlay in the Pick Central, but Ben had hit 3. And he's like, I'm bleeding out of these parlays. I'm throwing them out there. I'm bleeding them out. Nobody cares. Then I hit them. And now I can't. Oh, these are just bullshit rules. And I feel
like Brandon Walker has a lot of bullshit rules. So these things don't surprise me. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. I'm still recovering. I went to Miami this weekend. And Megan, I just can't party like I used to. Like, I was trying to get a hold of Gaz. He's at 11. I'm at Liv. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm just like, I need to go my ass to bed.
I've spent a lot of time in bed over the last week. Haven't felt that great, but also it's been cold here, and I know that you're not used to the cold. I'm not really used to the cold, so I've been snug as a bug in a rug. Lots of socks and beanies have been in my and I haven't been drinking very much this week too. I don't know what's wrong with me. Am I okay?
Probably not.
I'm probably not. I'm saving it all for when we go to New York. So if y'all didn't know, Kelly and I will be headed to New York for the Christmas party. Really, it's just a party at this point because Christmas is already passed. And
yeah, I'm like really pissed. I had the cutest outfit for New Year's Eve for when we were in Arizona. Didn't get to wear it. Had Christmas party dress all lined up. I can't wear a red dress like February. Like,
why not? It's Valentine's. It could be like a cute little Valentine's.
Anyway, it's gonna be way too flexible for me to be wearing a dress. I finally nixed that idea and was like, all right, Kelly, get a grip. It's gonna be like 3 degrees, and you're gonna be the idiot in New York City in a dress, or even worse, you're gonna wear a dress with tights. And it's like, I'm not 4 years old. I'm not doing that. I hate when women do that because I get it. You want to stay warm. You want to look cute. Whatever. I bought new boots.
Because I'm not 4 years old. That's super funny. Because there's a girl, I was scrolling through my Facebook and I literally sent a picture of her to my best friend, Kelly, and was like, kill me before I ever wear this fucking outfit. And she was wearing a fucking dress with the black tights with like the little black booties. It all looks like one fucking outfit. Nope. Sorry, men. I know y'all don't want to hear about the outfits, but I have a skirt and then I bought pants. I'm not really sure. But as Cardi B says, hoes don't get cold. That's what I told you earlier. So
I get fucking cold.
We'll be all right.
Speak for yourself, Megan. It's going to be fun. Everybody's going to be there. All the Chicago guys. Sounds like almost everybody's flying in. So should be a great time if you guys are in New York City. I'm going to be there for 4 days, which is entirely too long for me. So hope to spend some time in the office, catch up and do some shows, at least Pick Central with those guys. And, talk a lot of shit to Brandon Walker. I think Rico is going to be back by then, which will be nice. Speaking of Rico, met some Rico fans in Miami this weekend. Shout out to those guys. They did have the Pats, though, and I felt really bad. And obviously, I was drinking, and so I just hit the FaceTime button. Rico actually answered. They got a big kick out of it. So we all had a good time because the Bills absolutely rolled.
The Bills did absolutely roll, and I absolutely looked like a fucking moron. Speaking
in case you guys want to know what Megan's trying to do, she's actually watching the Illinois-Purdue game right now over on the corner.
Speaking of Illinois boys, we're only down by 5. We shouldn't be down by 5 right now, but Edie has been
3 minutes left.
Yeah, 2:20, 65, 60. Purdue has the ball, and it's the balding white guy, so probably gonna have a 3 here by Purdue. That's just the way.
Megan said before we started the show, her favorite guys are balding white guys, and I said, so your only NBA player you like is Alex Caruso? She didn't laugh. I thought it was funny because I don't think that there's any other ones. But yeah, like I told her, I like my basketball players big, dumb, and ugly, and she said she likes her short, white, and bald. So I don't really get it. Big fan of Alex Caruso though, because you know what, he catches fire and he's done really well for the Bulls. So I'll take it.
Well, enough basketball because this game looks like it's not going to end out.
You should just turn the TV off. Trust me, change the vibes. Positive vibes only, Megan. I had to wear the shirt today because Jack still hasn't made me negative vibes only shirts. I don't know why it won't get approved, but
big Jason kid girl. That's funny. All right, so enough about basketball. Obviously, Kelly and I were both on Illinois. Surprise, surprise. Actually, usually whenever we are on things together, I feel like it turns out pretty well. But today, not the case. Illinois did obviously not come out to play. A little disappointed, not going to lie. They've been jacking up just stupid threes for no reason. You need high percentage shots. We need to play, and they just got absolutely beaten in the paint. It's been ugly. Anyway, let's go into a different orange team. One that actually covered for me, one that I bet on. I don't know if you got to the window. I know you had it in your suite. But how about the Bengals with their first playoff win in 31 years? Yay! This guy's happy. I know he's back there. Go Tigers. And he's just so excited. I know he's actually said "Go Bengals," which was really cute. I don't know if you saw the video of him saying it, but it was really cute. But yeah, I couldn't be more happy for Joe. I couldn't be more happy for Jamar Chase. I didn't put it out, but I took an over on Jamar Chase's receiving yards. I like to look at the receiving yards, and if I guess a number that's like 10 yards higher than what the actual line is, I actually love to take it, and that's what I did. And Jamar Chase fucking blew past it, just killed it. So unfortunately, I didn't put that out for you guys. I'm not the prop queen. I'll give that one to our girl Ariel. She kills the props. Wish they were with the Barstool Sportsbook, but it's okay. But I am so excited, so happy that the Bengals got that win. Not gonna lie, a little sad for the Raiders interim coach. I had a kind of a big heart for him. He really did something there, but. What do you make of this game? And do you think that there was any way that the Raiders were ever going to cover or win that game?
So I put the Raiders in my parlay as kind of like a contrarian play, right, Megan? The Bengals got bet all the way up to 6 in some spots. And so at 5.5, I didn't love it. And I should have put the under in, but obviously that's not how that parlay worked. So this is an interesting one because if you look at the referees, the assignments on Mondays when they come out, my buddy Joe is like obsessed with a couple of guys, Tony Correnti, Jerome Booger, just to name a few. And it's because of how many flags they throw. We know that certain referees correlate towards certain totals, right? Kind of like
67.
Yeah. So long story short, I wasn't going to play this game. I was like, I don't really care. I'll put it in my parlay just to have something to root for. And ended up taking the under because of Jerome Booger. And he came in for me clutch. I thought I was dead in the water after the first half. I was like, of course. And now he doesn't get to referee more playoff games because it was so horrendous. It was just like a complete ref show. It was not really that much fun to watch for me because, of course, whenever you're holding an under ticket, just look away. So I didn't have too much on this game. I threw a little bit on the under and have something to cheer for. So glad that worked out for me. And shout out to Jerome Booger for giving me another underplay.
So Kelly hit her under. I hit Bengals minus the 5.5. And hey, I was a little late to the party, but it didn't matter. They got it done. And they got it done decisively. Congratulations to the Bengals. I'm pulling for them just to win the entire Super Bowl at this point. I think I saw a tweet the other day that was like, should we just collectively, as the state of Louisiana, go buy Bengals jerseys? And I think we should. I think we should all just be Bengals fans for the time being. Up next, your best bet of the week. And boy, were you right. Like, there was not a time in the game where you could have even been like a little bit wrong. You fucking nailed it. Bills, Patriots. I was on the Patriots. I had convinced myself that Bill Belichick is the smartest man in the world. I was convinced that he and Mac Jones, like, as I said multiple times, their blood pact was going to bring them to wherever they needed to go. And they ran into a big fucking wall called Bills Mafia. And lost that one. I had them plus the 4. I could have had them probably plus 44 and still not covered. Kelly, tell us about how great you are and how wonderful it was to just have a no sweat best bet.
Yeah, I need some more of those in my life because the week before I had the 49ers and they were down 17 at half. So these are the kind of ones that you love to see, right? It plays out exactly as if, I guess, the narrative in my mind, right? And that's what you're going to see over the next couple of weeks. And when I tweeted out, which kind of was not the greatest because I clearly wasn't sober, and I make a lot of tweet mistakes anyway because I have fat fingers or I use talk to text and I just hit send because I don't proofread. My ninth grade English teacher would be very pissed at me for that one.
At
But
least you don't proofread. I'm just dyslexic and can't spell worth a shit. So if you ever
I
see me
just
mess something up,
I notice I do it all the time in text too. I'm like, am I stupid?
I
No,
am.
I think
So
I
if
just
you ever see
don't.
me mess up, just ignore it because it's gonna happen every other
It's already happened twice today on Twitter. People are like, nice grammar. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But in all seriousness, this was a great game by the Bills. They didn't punt the ball. Josh Allen, the narrative was it's too cold for Josh Allen. Sean McDermott's having him practice inside. Bill Belichick's an asshole and he's making his guys practice outside. I had said that I thought the Patriots peaked too early. I had said that I lost my under 9.5 wins on this Patriots team because they went on that tear after starting 2-4. And congratulations to this team for winning 10 games because I think they got lucky to do so. This was a team that defensively just got absolutely dominated. I think that the Bills were finally able to expose.
We tied it up!
Are we going to overtime?
69-69, 11 seconds left. Purdue has the ball. All right, sorry.
I actually already willed this into overtime, so I think we're going to be good. I told myself earlier, I was like, this game's going to overtime. It just has it written all over. That was when they were down like 11 and a half. Anyway, Bills was great. Yeah, I haven't started looking at this week yet. I made a joke about fading Tom Brady in prime time. But unfortunately for me, he's not playing in prime time on Sunday. So we'll transition into that one, Megan. I told you, lay it or don't play it. What a rocking chair winner for the Bucs.
That's one that I was like, I took him at 9 and it just kept ticking down, got down to 7. And I'm like, boy, I know this Eagles team can run. I know they can do some stuff, but you know how low I have been on the Eagles all year. Them and unfortunately the Colts, I'll give the Colts their due. They were a much better team than I gave them credit for in the beginning of the year. Carson Wentz had a much better year than I could give him credit for in the beginning of the year. So I take back what I said about the Colts. I will not take back what I said about Jalen Hurts and the Eagles because I do not think he is a very good quarterback. I know he's very shifty. I know that he's very athletic. But I knew that this was going to be yes, I do have the nervous sweats. I knew that this was going to be a game for the Buccaneers. I knew that it was going to be I don't want to say a blowout because that makes me sound like I'm a know-it-all, but I really truly felt like this was going to be my rocking chair game, and thankfully it happened that way. Did you have the Bucs in your wild card sweep? I know you didn't.
I did have them in the wild card sweep. This was another game that I bet the under on, and one of my buddies said it to me, and I was like, God, this just sounds horrific. And it should have been a dead under game. Just should have just been dead under. And there I was, a couple of minutes left. Like, please just take a knee. Please just take a knee. And I was like, oh my God, the Bucs are going to kick it. The Bucs are going to kick it. And they're going to absolutely screw me over here. Thank God they did not. That was very nice of them. And I will definitely take it. I'm waiting for Megan to say we're going to overtime here. I saw the Boilermakers just took a 30-second. Yes.
Let's go.
I told you I already willed it into existence in my brain. It was already there. But yeah, this was
start the 11 o'clock hour.
This was not a game that I spent much time watching because, the Bucs came out right away, back-to-back touchdowns, and it was kind of all she wrote until the fourth quarter for the Eagles. This is
and then
the
all of a sudden
problem.
Our asses were wide open. I thought I was going to get backdoored by the Eagles.
Well, that was the biggest problem with this Eagles team, Megan. If you remember, there were several times I bet against them. They got absolutely screwed in the fourth quarter because all of a sudden they just come alive in this second half, and you're going, where was this team for the last three quarters? I think the Bucs mainly just kind of stopped caring, if you will. The fact that Brady was still in the game, I was like, what is happening here? This makes no sense to me. You don't want to get your 44-year-old quarterback that you're trying to win another Super Bowl with hurt, but hey, I'm not Bruce Arians, so I don't get to make those decisions.
Yeah, I'm with you. I really, really am happy that I was able just to sit there, not worried about that game. One game that I did worry about, and one that I lost, which I now, as now that the game's past, hindsight's 2020. Remind me now to never, ever fucking bet the Cowboys whenever it's anything important, because the Cowboys literally, like, I've told you this story before, like 3 Thanksgivings ago, whenever I was on my 15-0 run, it was Thanksgiving, and I told my dad I bet the Cowboys, and he's like, why the fuck would you do that? That played in my mind so much. My dad was just like living in my brain, making fun of me, being like, you are the dumbest fucking person betting on this Cowboys team again, Megan, again. And he was right. 49ers look so swaggy. They look like they are holding like 12-pound dicks, all of them. Like I'm almost enamored by how like just their presence has changed, right? Like, I don't know if beating the Cowboys is what did it. I don't know whether it was before, then maybe, I don't know. But the 49ers look like they're toting something, and looks like it could be a Super Bowl win. I'll just lightly sprinkle that there.
Yeah, I already can't wait to bet against the 49ers next week, Megan. So I do a show called Bet on It on Wednesdays. And I said that I didn't really love anything. I really liked the Bills. And then I said 1B would probably be the Niners. And then come like Friday, I'm like, man, I don't really like this Niners team. While I'm a big Jimmy Garoppolo fan for obvious bonk reasons, I was afraid that we were going to see him turn the ball over against this Cowboys defense, right?
It doesn't look like that phone was bothering him as much as he said that it was either.
And I think there was a lot of things that kind of came into play. Look, Deebo Samuel, absolute and utter fucking stud. George Kittle was almost non-existent in this game. So I kind of am wondering what's going on there if he's not fully healthy. But yeah, Jimmy still threw an interception. I guess I didn't really trust them, right? And I threw Dallas in my parlay. I hate when I like overthink things. I did use San Fran in a couple of my office football pools. But other than that, this was just a game that I was like, something's off here. And so I'm glad I didn't get involved. Yes, of course, it would have been nice to have that Niners win, but I liked him at +3, and it moved to 3.5. That is such a key move in sports betting that kind of made me go, wait, what? But I wasn't going to go lay the bad number of 3.5 when 3 was available all week. And that is something I wanted to stress to everybody. And that's something that I don't talk about enough. If a number is available and you like a team, you need to bet it now. If you bet the Niners and you didn't have a 3.5 in your pocket, you didn't make a good bet. If you bet the Cowboys -3.5 and 3 was available all week, you didn't make a good bet. And when you make better bets long-term, you're going to win more money. And I ended up staying off because at 3.5, I thought something was really fishy. Congrats to the Niners. Go Pack. I can't wait to bet against them this week.
So Jack and I were talking. He was like, man, I think that the 49ers might go in and beat the Packers this week. Like, and he's a Packers fan. And I was like, could definitely happen. And then he called something else, but I'll let him do that because I don't want to share. If it was to happen, I would hate to be the one to share what his thoughts. Up next, a game that another one I was laying it. There was no reason for me not to lay it. As I said, the Steelers, respectfully didn't even necessarily, I don't want to say deserve to be there, because look, they deserve, they got there, they did their hard work, they're gritty.
No, I don't know. I'm still thinking the Raiders should have played for a tie. The fact that we had to watch that first quarter, I was just like, what is going on? It was just terrible. Yay, it was exciting. TJ Watt gets to score a touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah. As far as that game goes, I was like, this is a Chiefs win all day long. This is where they need to be. This is a team that they should, by all means, beat up on. I'm just happy that I decided to lay the 12.5 with the Chiefs and not puss out. Very happy that I had another rocking chair game. Sorry for Jersey Jerry. I know everyone at the betting house was all on Steelers money line in support of Jerry. But
I mean, I get it. Like, everybody wants to see these big upsets, right? But I think that if we learned anything from Super Wildcard Weekend, that maybe we don't need these 2 additional teams in.
I would have to agree with that. On to tonight's game, though. Cardinals, Rams. Sorry if anyone is bored or doesn't like the show. How do you unfollow? You get your head out of your ass, and you learn how to use the internet. That's how you do that. And there's some enthusiasm for you. Get your head out of your ass. All right. As I said, up next, Cardinals, Rams. I'm still watching Purdue, Illinois, which is not looking great right now.
Great. We get all the way to overtime and have no momentum, huh?
Where dogs go to die, aka where I just go to die.
Good. That means Purdue needs to go.
I know. That's why
why aren't they dying? This is how it works. If I had Purdue, they would lose by 12 in overtime. Hands down.
Yeah, and it's just not going to fucking happen. All right, tonight's game. I've seen a lot of you sharp people on the Rams. I've already taken the Cardinals plus the 4. That was, as I said, I bet every single game this week. I put it out, what is it, 6 days ago now? I don't know. It's been forever. And I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie. I know Matt Stafford hasn't had the best tail end of the season with all of his interceptions. Meanwhile, Kyler Murray has been a fumble machine. And we've seen these two teams play. They've split the games, and now it's time for the big boys. I'm thinking this is going to be a 3-point game. I'm hoping it is, right? Because right now it's looking like I hit a bet, I lose a bet. I hit a bet, I lose a bet. Right now, if we're going by my card, I should be losing the Cardinals plus 4 tonight. I should be. But I don't think I'm going to. I think that J.J. Watt is going to help me keep it within the 4. I think that Kyler Murray is going to not fumble. I think he's going to control the ball and the clock. At least this is what I'm hoping, obviously. But Kel, who do you have? Are you on the Rams?
Yes, I'm on the Rams. So this is the interesting thing here. And somebody asked me, well, why would you be on both of these favorites? Like, you're not the favorite better. And I'm like, well, I made the Bills -6 over the Pats. I made the Rams -6 over the Cardinals. These are the narratives surrounding tonight's game, right? Kyler Murray's better on the road. Matthew Stafford's 0-3 in his playoff career. Matthew Stafford, as you mentioned, finished the season with 17 interceptions. Yeah, look, I don't want to lay points with this team, but I am trying to stress, do not buy into these narratives. We're betting numbers here. We're not betting teams. My situation says, hey, look, Rams should be able to win this by a touchdown. Hoping that is going to be the case. This is a star-studded team, obviously, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, Von Miller. I think this team is a very dangerous football team, and I think that they have the ability to go out there, not only cover this game, which they've done 9 of their last 10, but I also think this is going to be kind of like more of a shootout, Megan. This is going to be one of those NFC West shootout type games. I feel like every time these two play, and I'm not going off the data, I just am going off what I'm telling you. I feel like when I watch these two, it always ends up like 35-31, right? Like some ridiculous score. Matthew Stafford has been battling back spasms all season long. From everything I'm hearing,
every time you mention Matt Stafford, back spasms is just like correlated with his name now. Like,
that's something that every single time I'm asking questions, I'm trying to get some insight in the locker room. I'm hearing that he's better, and we're gonna see. Because you're right, more recently it's not been great. He hasn't been trending in the right direction, and that's why I bet against the Patriots. But I'm gonna go ahead and trust my numbers here. I laid the 4. I actually thought we'd see exactly what happened in that Bills game happen in this game. I thought we'd see 4.5, if not more. That is not the case. 3.5 dropping like that kind of makes me nervous. I'm looking at the splits here. 56% of the tickets on the Cardinals. That doesn't equate to a square dog to me, so I'm not going to say that. I think this is going to be a really good game, and let's hope for me and not you that they can win by 6 or more, so at least I can feel like I did my job as far as the math goes.
See, I'm just really hoping that I don't get just my soul crushed, because I feel like the Pats soul crushing. Cowboys not really soul crushing. I just felt like they could have won that game. Like they just
and they could have. I mean, Megan, listen, that was a game that I caught glimpses of, right? Because I didn't really have any action. But Dak Prescott said it best. His fans, once he got told that his fans weren't throwing trash at them, they were throwing at the refs. He's like, oh, go ahead then. Yeah, like, because I think that there were some questionable calls in every single game this weekend, which is why we're seeing the NFL kind of speak out about it. If the refs are coming in and they're affecting these games that much, it is what it is. Does that mean that the Cowboys would have won? Possibly. That last couple of minutes was kind of crazy. They had the back door open. They could have won 24-23. Wouldn't have gotten us the cover.
No. That's why I was just like, go ahead, lose outright. I don't give a shit, Cowboys. or fucking
No, and if they're not going to cover, I want them to lose outright.
Just fucking garbage. Now this isn't gonna. Oh fuck.
That bad, huh?
It's a 1-point game. I just fouled them. Illinois thought it was going to be a jump ball, but they just fouled Purdue, so probably it's over. 26 seconds left. You never know, but it doesn't look good. True pain to start the day. I was excited. See how quickly that happens? You get excited and just for your hopes to be let down.
This is my life. It's the roller coaster ride of college basketball. I keep trying to tell people that you got to ride the highs and lows, and hopefully we get some dogs starting to bark here over the next couple of weeks, and maybe hit a parlay or two before March.
Would love that. Also, I feel like you and I need to start giving out a money shot play. Like if we like today, for example, we liked Illinois. Obviously, didn't work out in our favor, but maybe we can start finding a game
money
or two.
Shots play of the day. That could be fun.
Play of the day since we can't do any sexual parlays, we can just have a cohesive thought. Oh fuck. All right. I'm like literally sweating. I feel
like I'm like watching at the gambling house, except you're alone in your bedroom.
Isn't that awful?
Well, you're not alone. You have Coach.
8.8 seconds left. 7 seconds left. We're tied. This is going to go double OT. If anybody wants to stay on and watch me, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to make Kelly do that.
You guys just stay on and watch Megan watch this game
double
by herself.
OT, baby.
I don't have a TV in my office. No comment. I'm a little bit behind on the times.
It's okay. It's okay. This is not really an office. This is where I sleep and do other things.
And do other things.
Like make kids. Just kidding. The kids weren't made here. Anyway, all right. Kelly's on the Rams. I'm on the Cardinals. Jason, stay on. Sorry, Jason. I have to hop off. I got to go watch double OT and calm my nerves a little bit. Maybe I will have a drink today. I haven't drank for a while, but this is how the day's starting. Maybe a drink.
It's afternoon, Megan. It's justifiable.
All right. I love you, Kelly. We'll see you. What's today? Today's Monday. So we'll see you Thursday. Talk some more probably college basketball, I would assume. We'll figure it out. And then once we figure it out, we'll let y'all know. I hope y'all have an awesome week. Hopefully, I wish there was a way Kelly and I could both win tonight, but we cannot. I'll take this Illinois win and you can have.
There you go. Yeah, I'll definitely take your Illinois win and my Rams win. Thanks, Megan. You're so generous. Thank you guys for always hanging out with us. Jump in the comments. As always, say something mean. I don't care. It still helps the algorithm.
Smash and there's merch. We got merch. Always get merch. Get merch. And
we should have merch next week. We're going to have some new merch for Jack.
Go bet that parlay. Go bet the parlay. All right. Wyoming and Utah. So go bet the parlay. Have a great day.